Hi everyone, it's Marie Benner-Rhoades again, continuing our series of children's books that teach about peace, justice, and courage. And today I'm excited to share a book that does all three. This is a book called Malala's Magic Pencil by Malala Yousafzai. Some of you might have heard Malala's name before. She won the Nobel Peace Prize a few years ago, and this story tells a little bit about why. As you listen to the story, I want to invite you to think about what you would draw or write and who you would write to if you had a magic pencil. What is your wish for a better world? As you think of those questions and as you listen to this book, if you have an idea, please comment so that we can hear your ideas for a better world or what you would do with that pencil. Send us a picture, send us a speech, send us an idea. So here's the story, Malala's Magic Pencil. Do you believe in magic? When I was younger, I used to watch a TV show about a boy who had a magic pencil. If he was hungry, he drew a bowl of curry and it appeared. If he and his friends were in danger, he drew a police officer, and the boy was a little hero, always protecting people who needed help. Do you see Malala sitting on the couch? And it looks like they're her brothers. How I wanted a magic pencil too. If I had a magic pencil, I would use it to put a lock on my door so my brothers couldn't bother me. Stop time so I could sleep an extra hour every morning. Erase the smell of the trash dump near our house. And I would use it to make other people happy. I would draw the most beautiful dresses in the world for my mother, and the best buildings in the valley for my father so he could open many schools where children could study for free. And I would make a proper ball so my brothers and I no longer had to play with an old sock stuffed with rubbish. Every night before I went to bed, I wished for a magic pencil of my own. And every morning when I woke up, I checked my cupboard, but the magic pencil was never there. One day, I was throwing away potato peels and eggshells at the dump. I was wrinkling my nose and swatting away flies, and making sure I didn't step on anything dirty in my nice shoes, when I saw a girl about my age sorting trash into piles. Nearby, boys were fishing for metal scraps using magnets on strings. When my father returned home from work, I told him what I'd seen. It made him sad. "Abba," I said. "Yes, Johnny," he said back. I always liked when he called me dear one. "Why haven't I seen that girl in my class?" "Because," he said, but then he didn't finish right away. "Because, Johnny, in our country, not everyone sends their daughters to school, and some children must work to support their family. Those boys will sell the metal scraps they find. If they want to go to school, their families would go hungry." School was my favorite place, but I never considered myself lucky to be able to go. Have you thought about how lucky it is that you go to school? Maybe especially now that you don't get to and you're having homeschool. I know we've had lots of conversations about missing school and how lucky we are to have a school to go to. My father had always said, "Malala will live free as a bird." Now I wondered if I truly would be free. That night I thought about families who didn't have enough food and the girl who couldn't go to school, and even about how when I was older, I would be expected to cook and clean for my brothers because where I came from, many girls weren't allowed to become what they dreamed of. I knew then that if I had a magic pencil, I would use it to draw a better world, a peaceful world. First, I would erase war, poverty, and hunger. Then I would draw girls and boys together as equals. Over the next few years, instead of wishing for a magic pencil every night, I worked hard at school every day. I wanted to be one of the top students in my class. But soon, powerful and dangerous men declared that girls were forbidden from attending school. They walked the streets of our city now, and they carried weapons. One by one, girls stopped coming to school. Abba, where are all the students? They don't feel safe here anymore, Johnny. How could a few men stop all the girls in our valley from going to school? If more people knew what was happening to us, I thought they might help. Wishing wasn't enough. Someone needed to speak out, and why not me? I wrote about what it felt like to be scared to walk to school, and how some of my friends had moved away because of the threat they faced in our city. I wrote about how much I loved school and how proud I was of my uniform. Once I started writing, I didn't stop. I wrote speeches and traveled around my country sharing my story. I even talked to a reporter from a famous international newspaper. People actually wanted to learn about my life. I spoke for all the girls in my valley who couldn't speak for themselves. My voice became so powerful that the dangerous men tried to silence me, but they failed. And now my voice is louder than ever. Louder because people have joined me. Together we make a chorus standing up for what we believe. We raise our voices for those in need, help people in danger, even if they are an ocean away, and think of the world as a family. Some of these signs have different messages. This one says, I am Malala. Education is a basic human right. This one says, education for all. Education is a right. Brave Malala, you are hope and inspiration for us all. And some are written in different languages as well. Do you still believe in magic? I do. I wrote alone in my room, but people all over the world were reading my story. Millions now know it and help me spread the message of hope. I had at last found the magic I was looking for in my words and in my work. I am Malala. I've always wished I could make the world a more peaceful place, and every day I work to make my wish come true. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world. I would encourage you to look up Malala's story with a parent and learn more about her and what happened to her and what she's done. She's pretty inspiring. And again, I would really look forward to hearing some of your ideas of what you would do with a magic pencil. What would you draw? What would you say? And who would you say it to? And then write it or draw it and send it to that person. And send it to us too, so we can see what you are thinking about and what your wish is for a better world. Bye, everyone.